bigs to posting up smaller guys. Let's see if they can get back to him early tonight.
Scotty Barnes will jump up against Gobert, the 4th pick taken out of Florida State just a few months back. The Jazz have the tip, and here we go.
Chance point. And that's the other thing. We talked about the Jazz transition defense. Keep an eye on tonight's ability as Rudy has the ability to Euro step to the basket there.
Over 15 rebounds a game. Donovan has his pocket picked. And here comes Kim Birch. They're playing catch in the paint, the layup, the bucket, and the foul.
You've got to take care of it.
I thought Bogey T was going to run it untouched, uncontested to the rim. Lost the handle, flipped it out to Donovan, who misfires from outside. And there's a backpedal after that jump shot, knocked down by Gary Trent Jr. out of Duke. Hopefully you can start building with this homestand. They originally came back home to play 10 or 12. And there's a follow-up bucket after a nice defensive play by Conley and Van Fleet. And the only bucket belongs to Gobert.
Yeah, this is really the opposite of what we saw against Philly, because it was the defense that really started everything. Hopefully that three-pointer there, Royce O'Neal.
Royce across the timeline, hands it off to Donovan. Bump, no foul by Siakam. They double him. Bogey, corner, Conley, open, 3-ball, up and down.
Exactly right. The Jazz need to really start to be effective on this end. There you go.
Donovan. Royce, the lob, the put down. Beautiful. Bang, bang play by Utah. Slide it out. Siakam pulls the trigger on a mid-range jumper. Comes up short. Another offensive rebound. Inside, bucket good. For some space to open up, and Hassan off the bench scores his first 2. Also, Joe Ingles checks in. In the paint, floater good. 3 straight giveaways by the Jazz. Gary Trent Jr. for 3, buries it. Probably, as you mentioned, there'll be minute restrictions as expected after he had bone spurs removed from that heel. There's a nice lob. Hassan, 1 bounce, lets the traffic go by and hammers home his second hoop underneath. Outlet pass. Clarkson step back 3.
Just that, but you have a guy who has experience. There's really nothing he hasn't seen in this league on the court, so he brings a lot to the Jazz. He's that extra piece that's going to get them closer.
250.
And you know what, guys? It's not going to take him long, right? He understands his body. He knows where he is in his career. And this system right here, bam! Told you it wasn't going to take him long.
6 years out of New Mexico State. Gay stays on the floor, drills it. Oh, I love the shot, confident. And Holly, remember, he talked about getting into shootouts with one Joe Ingles to help him with that 3-point shot, and it's showing up right now.
Well, it's actually something brilliant as we see Rudy Gobert throw it down.
Could defend probably 2 through 5, depending on who you're playing, but that time was in the paint.
Shot clock winds down to 4, 3. Rudy.
Team. I was lobbying for G1, G2, but he's going with Ocho. That's the 8 on his jersey. And we asked him before the game if that was okay. And he's like, I like it. It's good.
Yeah, that's what he wants. That's what he gets. And the bucket by Malachi Flynn. Van Fleet gets it back, turns the corner, the no look inside. Tough pass and a big bucket thrown down by Birch, who has just torched the Jazz for 14.
And he's torched them with that shot. He's had 3 or 4 looks right there where the Jazz turn their heads to the ball handler. Donovan Mitchell gets a mid-ranger right there, but Birch
is with the Jazz all the way. But the turnover, 16 points off the 9 turnovers here in the first half, makes it just a 4-point game. Van Fleet, wide open look, rainbows up and hits the 3. 10 3-point attempts a night, shoots 32%. Van Fleet working against Bogey, who's yet to score in this first half. Van Fleet deep, yes, buries it. Donovan wide right on that 3-point attempt. Toronto back in front court with Van Fleet, guarded by Bogey. Right to left hand. Works the wing, fires up an off-balance shot. My goodness, timeout.
Have to solve. They've got time to do it, going into the half on a positive note. But they've got to answer a couple of things. Turnovers and Van Fleet.
Rudy. Oh, yes. Up high. gets in his hand. Why not? On the floor.
Well, that was beautiful execution that time. We talked about Rudy getting touches. He got it in the paint, drew a crowd, kicked it out. The ball moved around for a wide open shot.
Donovan. He'll drive it to the rack. No, denied. Bogey was there. Bounce it. Move it to Conley. Back to Rudy. Behind the back. Oh, my! What a play! Put it down.
Well, Jazz caught a break right there. 2 extra field goal attempts. But that's a great sign. Royce.
Look at Barnes right now. Handle the ball against Bogdanovich. Passes out. They go to Siakam down low. Royce puts a body on him and then floats home 2. That's the 13th lead change on that bucket by Siakam.
We talked about Siakam understanding mismatches. Found one right there and just had a one-on-one situation.
Conley, beautiful lob up top. He forces a turnover. Donovan trots into front court to his left, to his right. Ball pops out, and the Jazz give it away again as Donovan is slow off the floor. Trent Jr. for 3.
Siakam likes you will rarely see him pass the ball if he's in a one-on-one situation.
Over the top, Bogey puts it down on the floor, kicks it out. Royce, he'll take the 3. He's been hot from downtown and drops another 3 ball.
Still hot, Bowler. That's great to see. Jazz with 25 3-point attempts at the half. We might see a player, but that's what happens early in the season. Coaches are looking for lineups that work together. Right now, they're trying to get Rudy Gay acclimated.
Step back shot, tough, buried it. Gary Trent Jr. showing some range, and the points scored off. 25 points off 13 giveaways. Then Fleet drives on Donovan, picked up by Hassan. Surge dribble, bang, like a Steve Nash.
Well, that's just a misdirection play. The big, which was Hassan Whiteside at that time, thinks Van Fleet is going to continue out on the dribble and just turns around and has enough space to shoot. How about catch?
In traffic, big fella has a pop like a cork. He's upset, and they're going to play on. Toronto the other way. And there's that circus play, Holly, you spoke of from Freddie Van Vliet. 2 wins in a row after the 35-point rolling of Philadelphia Tuesday night. Gay had it knocked away, picked up, Cutter, Joe, lob it, put down. Gobert from England. Final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Once again, why not? Joe finds a big fella.
But the Jazz have really done it in this half, finding some great defense and wide open looks.
Gay starts the 4th quarter with Conley, Clarkson, Joe, and Gobert. Ingles, corner, got it, takes a glance.
To see it back-to-back games with the highest assists of the season.
And Holly, to your point, 27 assists against Philly, and Gay. Pascal can help as well at 6'6". Clarkson, come on, Raymond, falling out of bounds.
Well, the Jazz have so many different lineups. Rotations that they're going to be able to use. Oh my goodness.
Why they signed him to a 3-year, $54 million contract. He's got so much potential, and you're seeing it against the Jazz.
And field goal percentage. And there's a reason why. I mean, he's playing at the rim 95% of the time. At the rim is Donovan, right to left hand. Siakam toes it up in the corner. That one jumps off. Siakam has been out of rhythm tonight. Just 2 of 14 from the floor. Quick-handed. Jared Butler hustled back. Pascal front court. They'll lob it up top. Buckets. Trent Forrest got blocked from behind. Toronto letting their 2nd and 3rd units get some time as well. And Toronto will just inbound it and call it good. I'd say Toronto's played well on the road. They were 5-2 coming in. They're 5-3. The Jazz go 6-2 at home.